Sup, Brandon? This is week 7, and this is my rebuttal to your pro globalization video. So, uh, I think that globalization is happening, is going to continue to happen, and will continue to expand. I'm not even against globalization per se personally, but my position was con, and I do think that there is a lot of concerns. So we'll start with my primary concerns, which are the exploitation and harm caused by globalization. I'll use a couple of examples. So companies moving into a smaller, maybe less regulated nation can use these weaker practices and these weaker protective measures to their advantage. As an example, Monsanto and its subsidiaries has exploited heavily farmers in India, Latin America, and other parts of Southeast Asia to run test crops, essentially. So GMO crops and GMO crops with built-in pesticides and other experimental crops, and sold them these crops at a decent price, but then the crops have failed, and the farmers don't have protections for crop failure and so on due to the regulations within their country, and are given no compensation. And so when these crops then fail, and furthermore, in some cases crossbreed with existing crops in that country, then it causes significant harm to entire portions of the culture. And as an example, India opened a lawsuit with Monsanto because the suicide rates amongst their poor farmers went up significantly based on crop failures. Another example would be companies moving into a country and exploiting their lower labor standards. So, for instance, Cambodia was heavily exploited by the textile and linen industries for a while due to their reduced labor restriction requirements. There was a lot of the textile industry that was using labor methods that we would consider very harmful. Anyway, those are my main concerns, and I'm not against globalization, but I am against what is happening with globalization, and it needs to be better orchestrated.